Okay, in previous video we had a discussion of how to declare the structure and union and how to access the member. Now in this video we will be talking about some similarities between structure and union and the differences between these two. Now both are user defined data types. Okay, so stored data of different types as a single unit, which is the objective behind the record type of data holding, that both can have data of different types. Now their member can be the objects of any type, including other structures, unions or arrays, as we have seen in the previous video. Now both structure and union support the only the assignment, the size of the operator, like you can assign the value using this equal to sign, and assignment must have the same members and member types. Like if you have defined the members inside the declaration part of the structure and union, then with the help of the variables you can only assign and access these members. Structure and union can be passed by value to the function and returned by the value of the function. So I think it will be more clear when we talk about somewhat detail in value passing by to the function by value or by reference. So, and the last point is dot operator, which is used for accessing the member. So we have used that as well. So now the more focus is on not on the similarities but on the difference, that it has been asked that what is the difference, how you will define, how you will differentiate. So in the previous video also we had that one of the basic difference, that is the union uses the only one memory location to hold all the data members, and the size is of equivalent to the biggest data member, the size of the biggest data members. So now basic difference, whenever you are asked to write, then you can definitely say that for structure you have to use the keyword struct, and for union you have to use the keyword union. Now the size of the structure, as we have done in the previous video with the example as well, is greater than or equal to the sum of the sizes of its members. So we have the summation part here for all the data members, and in case of union is equal to the size of largest member. So only the size is equivalent to only one of the largest one. Now when we talk about memory, each member within a structure is assigned unique storage area. Okay, if I have 5 data members in the structure, all 5 are given different locations. Now in case of union, if we have 5 or 10 or 1000 maybe members, all the members will be using one individual memory space. Okay, memory allocation is shared by individual members of the union. Now when we say shared, that means all of them can have, but at a time only one can have. Value altering the value of a member will not affect other members of the structure. Now because we have different unique memory locations, so if I change the value of X member, it is not going to have effect on the Y member. Whereas altering the value of any of the member will alter other member value, because if I have earlier the value of X on that particular memory location, because it is the shared memory, then if I try to alter the value of Y, now this value Y value will be swapped on the same memory location, and now the value of X is not existing. So we are by altering the other member, we are actually altering the value of the existing members. Accessing members, individual member can be accessed at a time. That means we can access all the elements. Only one member can be accessed at a time, because we have the shared memory. Only the data of one member will be present at a time, so we can only access one member at a time. initialization of members. Several members of a structure can be initialized at once. Why several? Because still again the answer lies in the memory part, because we have the unique allocation areas, so we can assign as many as initial values to the several members. In case of union, only the first member of union can be initialized, because once the first member is initialized for that memory location, the rest will be only declared, and they can access the memory only when they alter the value of the first member. So that was the difference. Now after discussing these differences, now here comes your second task for implementation in lab time, that is write a C program, which covers, or which let's say C program describing the above stated differences of structure and union. So the question is clear or not? I'm going to elaborate it again. The idea is that write a C program describing the above stated differences of structure and union. Now when I say above stated, that means you need to cover these points. So you have to write a code in which you will be using one structure and one union. Now definitely once you declare it, this struct and union keyword you will be using, that will be covered. Then the second one, you declare the data members and then print the size of both structure and union, and you can differentiate that in this the sum of the size will be there, and in this the union you will have the size of the union equivalent to the largest member. And then the memory location is again can be described by altering the value of the members of the structure and members of the union. And once you access the member using a dot operator, then you can access all the elements at the same time in the structures, and in this you have to check that in your program, that if you try to do so in case of union, what you are getting. And then initialization of members, again these last 3 or 4 points will be covered once you have the variables, and from the variables you try to alter the value and you try to access and print the values. Okay, so this is the second task you have to do. Thank you so much.